That was a... I don't know what that was, but my stream abruptly ended, so it immediately cut it off at 1 hour and 24 minutes. So I'm gonna hope that maybe that will not fucking happen again. I hate it when it does that because it is such a pain in the ass. And unfortunately, I am still not entirely sure why it does that. Sometimes you have those instances where the internet or the YouTube somehow or another crashes. So unfortunately, that was an unforeseeable consequence, but I did not move beyond that point. I did make a measurable update to the stream as it published to my YouTube channel. This is going to be basically a 2-part adventure with a continued addendum to part 5. So effectively, this is going to be a part 5, and then this will be part 5 continued. So essentially, we're going to get back on the ball with what we're doing. Hopefully, it won't do that again. If it does, I will apologize again, and hopefully pick a better day when I can actually continue, because I know we're dealing with a winter storm right now, and there could be a consequence of that probably being a factor, but essentially that is, there's not much I can say in that respect. I operate on Wi-Fi, so I'm not really in a position where I've gotten a solid direct Ethernet connection yet, unfortunately, but hopefully that will not be a problem going forward. So, but we're gonna continue with finishing our exploration of the Upper Cathedral Ward, including the choir, and essentially, hopefully, get to the Chalice Dungeon. And crossing my fingers, hopefully the fucking thing won't do it again. If it does, just refer to my first playthrough with the operating of the Upper Cathedral Ward if I do miss anything, or if there's anything that is not accounted for in the stream. Again, I'm terribly sorry. I hate when it does this because it throws everything out of fucking whack and everything out of sequence, and I don't want to do that. I don't want to get gaps in the playthroughs to essentially miss anything. So hopefully, I'm very annoyed by that because I didn't want that to happen. I try to keep a consistent playthrough of 3 hours at the very least, and that just really just screwed it all up for me. So, but we're going to see how far we can get with this, and hopefully it won't be a case of that happening again, because I will be very much not happy about that. So let's give it another go. So as I was saying before the circus came to town, and pissed in my Cheerios, I'm going to go ahead and head into here. Obviously, ahead of us, there's going to be a nightmare. We're going to dispatch the nightmare real quick. There will be a nightmare, obviously, here. Which we will deal with. Once we do, the Quicksilver bullets will become to our possession. And then we're going to see about heading up. Before we do that, though, I want to have my blue elixir ready. Just in case of the event that we get ambushed by another one of those guys. In the distance there, we can see there is the other blue... We can see there is the other asshole. So let's drink some blue elixir and close the distance on him so we can actually get the advantage of getting an easy hit on him. And that's a wrap for him. He'll grab some Quicksilver bullets, grab the Madman's knowledge on all the bodies in this vicinity, including the Pearl Slug at the hallway, open up this doorway up here for an easy access point, grab the choir hat mask, blindfold cap off the body, as well as the blue elixir, which will replace the one we just used. And then we're going to head back this way and head up here, drink some blue elixir to have the coverage of approach to our position and get the drop on the brain sucker here. We will get rid of that brain sucker, then we will head over here, in which we will go ahead and immediately engage. Oh. I almost sure he was going to grab me, so I'm kind of glad he didn't grab me. So now that we have the orphanage key, we're going to open up the door up here, but we're also going to go back downstairs and open the door down there. So we have immediate, easy access back to this main hall. Again, I want to apologize for that. I don't know why the hell it did that. It was very irritating. I did not intend for that to happen. And it was... I don't know. That was just very frustrating, so... But, you know, it's one of the unforeseeable, you know, consequences and circumstances you will encounter live streaming on sometimes console, sometimes PC. But essentially that is, you know, one of the many things that you will run into circumstance-wise in terms of the issue. Out here, we'll have the Frenzied Cold Blood, as well as the door opening up. Oh, you know what? I didn't even think about it. I actually made a mistake. I wanted to go out there because I can actually get another item from that statue. We originally got the contact emote. If you remember from the previous playthrough, when I actually made contact with the Brain of Mensis, I believe we can get something off that body again. I just need to check. I can't recall if that's the case or not. So let's head out there and check that body real quick. It doesn't look like it. Wow. What if we do it? What happens if we do it? It doesn't look like anything happens. Well, it was worth a look. I thought there was something out here for me to grab, but I guess there wasn't. So instead, we'll head back to the right and descend the ladder and head directly for our first of two bosses, the Celestial Emissary. Where the hell... It's very hard to see. I keep forgetting to put my fucking lamp, my torch out. So head directly out the main gate of the orphanage, and then up the stairwell to the left. Obviously, a celestial emissary will... a celestial enemy will attempt to intercept us. We're going to go ahead and swap out our Saw Spear, though. We're going to go with... We'll go with the Tantris for now. Tantris seems to work well, so we'll go with the Tantris. But right away, we have the Celestial Emissary and multiple of his enemies. That's our boy. Easy work. So we got the Madman's Knowledge for that job, and then we're gonna head over here, light the lantern. Then we're gonna head up here and just take a quick look, make sure there's nothing up here for us to grab. No resources, no echoes, no blood vials, no quicksilver bullets, nothing. So that's good. Now we'll head over here, bust the window, head out here. Effectively, we want to go over here, grab the Call Beyond, which we can sell. We have a copy of it now in our equipment, so we can sell our original and keep that one. More echoes for us. And then we're going to head over here and immediately engage the other Celestials here. And then we're going to head down the elevator and go kill our second boss, Britus. Now, we can probably call for help. I don't think we really need to. So, but we'll cross our fingers on that front. I'm going to blow out my candle. It's actually killing me right now. It's really potent. So, pretty much going to do that. And we'll go from here. So we're going to want probably a little bit in the way of protection here. Gascoigne's hat, I will definitely probably do. We'll keep the sedatives handy. Definitely probably want to do something with probably the threaded cane and some bolt paper. He is pretty much kin, so obviously, like I said, kin, bolt paper, rust attacks. So let's put this poor girl down. Okay, she is nasty. God, come on, lady. Take it easy. I know you got a face that looks like an octopus's vagina, but I'm sorry, I don't know what to tell you. Alright, girl. Down with you. And with her being dispatched, we get 200,000 echoes. And a lantern taking us right back to the Hunter's Dream. So we have dispatched another major side area and gotten 400,000 echoes for 2 bosses. So let's get back to the Hunter's Dream and consider what our next option will be for attacking something. So I think the next thing I really want to do is I want to get to the Forbidden Woods, and I want to get to Yosefka. So essentially, probably what we'll do will be that next. So let's go ahead and use our echoes, get ourselves a little bit more in the way of power. And we'll sell some of our resources. Welcome back to the stream. I apologize, the stream cut abruptly because of YouTube having an error. So we're going to go ahead and get back into that. If you have any questions, feel free to consult them in the comment section. I apologize again. I hate it when it does that, you know, when the stream cuts you out immediately and just immediately just sort of throws everything into a tailspin in terms of cohesion. Oh, what am I doing? So we're going to basically run this in a 2-part venture of sorts. So consult to part 5 for the stream in its initial infancy, and then anything else beyond that, consult with part 5 continued, which essentially is where we're at now. Again, I apologize. It was not my intention to have that happen, but that's, you know, we're having a winter storm. An unforeseeable consequence of that is evident to that fact. Alright, so we got some bloodstone chunks so we can upgrade our weapons. So what do we want to upgrade? Bloodstone chunks to the threaded cane or the saw cleaver? And I honestly am feeling I want to do the threaded cane. Just because of the simple fact that we have the added benefit of power there. So we're also going to do the church pick for another layer of power. Let's see what insight we have. So we have 10 insight. We'll use that. We'll use these two here. Now, we're going to only consume 2 of the 1/3 umbilical cords. We're not going to consume all 3. If we consume all 3, we'll vacate the second ending and immediately go for the third ending. So we're only going to consume 1. So this is going to be our 1 for now. And then we have our blood dregs also that we can use. Which I'm not going to use them quite just yet. I want to save some more and get some more for that. So what we can do right now, though, is we can buy a few things in terms of resources. So I think essentially what I want to do is buy a couple living string and 2 red jelly. But I'm also going to buy 2 sage's hair. So essentially we have all those resources for Chalice Dungeons. Now we will eventually do a Chalice Dungeon. I'm hoping we can, especially if the stream holds its tongue this time and it doesn't fuck me by crashing again. So we'll cross our fingers and hope for that. But what we are going to do essentially right now is we're going to head to the Forbidden Woods and get ourselves into Yosefi's clinic. So let's go ahead and get to the Forbidden Woods. Definitely will probably do my Beast Hunter Scythe. So essentially we don't really need to engage all these enemies, we just need to get the ones out of our way that are going to basically impede our progress of getting to our destination. So that in turn means the beast, the huntsman here that we just basically dispatched, obviously that means we're going to slide down over here, try to get to this location easy enough. We got to get some of these, wrong way. But it's okay. A couple of echoes will do us some good. We may actually get some enough to where we can actually level up our power again. So by dispatching him, we'll be able to open the way forward and go left. So grab the oil urn off his body, whatever he drops, oil urn, blood vials, whatever. Just grab it, and then we're going to head up to the left. up the slope where those dogs initially were. And then pretty much after that, we're going to immediately take that route that's going to take us through the cave system over here in this direction. Now, before we enter that cave, we're going to need to put on our poison protections in the form of the white church garb. Obviously, once again, we got to dress like a fucking nun to get safety. We're also going to equip a few things. We're going to equip medicine. We're going to equip some throwing knives. We're going to equip some bone marrow ash. Oh, looks like somebody got killed. Probably somebody walked into a fire or something. And then we're also going to equip the shaman bone blade, because essentially what we want is basically the. I'm going to see if the giant. Well, no, I don't think I really want to do that. I want to save that, because if I do the DLC, I'm going to need those shits for the sharks. The giant shark men. So essentially, we're going to save those. I will equip Molotovs, though. And then instead of the Beast Hunter Scythe, I know we just equipped that, but we're going to put on the Beast Cutter. Because that is a heavy-hitting weapon for the Church Giants, and they are very vulnerable to whatchamacallit, blunt weaponry. So we'll go ahead and also equip some bolt paper. So we'll have, matter of fact, let's switch this around a little bit. So we'll go ahead and equip this. Over here, grab the Frenzied Cold Blood. This may be a shortcut around, which it is in a sense. So let's get ourselves some bolt paper again. definitely think I want to try to... I think maybe the Hunter's Axe would be effective here. Normally the Cheech Giants would be effective with the enemy of blunt attacks, but it doesn't seem like it's really doing much of a dent to them in terms of strength. So I guess we'll probably have to change our strategy up a little bit here with this. So... So head over here, grab the dirty damp blood gem. I want to try to get this guy away from them. That's what I hate about these fucking things. They're so fucking small, but somehow they're able to leap up and slap you with their poisonous bite. And they're just a tiny little runt. Might as well just rush forward, just slap them. Come on, man. I mean, really? They're not that big, and they don't hit that hard, but apparently they do. So once we get over here, grab the Arcane Blood Gemstone. You don't have to follow my example. I'm OCD. I collect everything. So, you know, if you're having a hard time with this, don't bother trying to follow my example. Just do what you want. If you want to leave them, leave them. I'm simply getting them because creature of habit. So essentially, now that we've made our way through that shit show, obviously we could have avoided all of it, which probably the next time in the future streams I probably will avoid it. It's just not worth the trouble. But I did have a lot of medicine I did want to use, so I kind of am glad I did it. So head up the ladder, and we're going to be back in Cathedral Ward. And then we'll go ahead and take this outfit off now. Once we are here, grab the Cold Blood Dew off the body, and then open the gate leading back into the heart of Cathedral Ward. But before we go back into that area, we're going to head this way, leading into the back entrance into Yosefka's clinic. Go ahead and take down the brain sucker, grab the quicksilver bullets off his body. And over here, grab the madman's knowledge, and then we're going to ascend up the ladder. Deal with the crows. And then with that, we will have entered Yosefka's clinic right away. And immediately, you'll notice a number of things. Number one, the Celestials that are wandering around are the victims of Yosefka. Multiple of them have been turned... All the people we've sent here, effectively, have been turned into monsters because of this fucking bitch. So essentially here... On the table, we'll find the Canehurst summons, which will now be able to gain access to Castle Canehurst. This is obviously Yosefka, so we're going to use our blood vial so we can get the new blood vial from her. Now, as we dispatch the victims one by one, we will eventually find an idea of just who they were, effectively. So, heading into this room, this one over here seems to be hiding in the window, crying her eyes out. So we're going to go ahead and put her down, and we'll find that this is Ariana, the prostitute who we saved. So we get Ariana's shoes in this instance. Heading further along this hallway, we will find the other 2 and 3 Celestials in this area. Over here, in the corner, crouching down. We'll go ahead and put this one down. This will in fact be perhaps the old man. I'm not sure. It's possible. Essentially, this one will attempt to engage us. This will in turn be the beast patient with the pungent blood cocktail. The one that was a abhorrent beast. She has turned him into a beast patient. This one wandering the hall. We'll go ahead and put her down. This one will effectively be the formless Odin. I believe this may be the old man, or this could be the old lady. I'm not entirely sure, but effectively that is essentially who that will be. And then into this room, we will have the other 2. Well, one of them anyway. Essentially, this one will be looking at the wall, so we're going to be able to put her down. And I believe this will be the little girl of Gascoigne's daughter. Nope, this is the old lady. So, okay, that's curious. So that is the old lady. I'm guessing that other one was the old man with the formless Odin. The pungent blood cocktail was the beast man. Ariana was obviously the one. So we're still looking for the little girl of basically that was Gascoigne's daughter. So essentially we'll go ahead and enter this doorway here. Now heading upstairs, we will find this little bitch sprawled out on her table like she's waiting for daddy to come home. But she is clearly distraught as she has basically been experimenting on people, and now it's starting to take effect on her.
God, I'm nauseous. Have you felt this? It's progressing. I can see things. I knew it. I'm different. I'm no beast. Oh, God, it feels awful. But it proves that I'm chosen. Don't you see how they writhe inside my head? rather rapturous. God, I'm nauseous.
So because of her experimentation, she's starting to sort of feel the effects of basically the Great One's influence. Essentially, this means that they have blessed her with a child, in a sense. So by killing her is not only justice for the victims, but ultimately we get a umbilical cord from her. So you can get an umbilical cord effectively from Ariana if you send them all to Odin Chapel. Or you can get one from sending her and the others to Yosefka's clinic. Effectively, they must all go there in order for this to work. Otherwise, it really won't really do anything, I don't think. I'm not entirely sure. I need to check this, but I'm simply basing this on theory. But I mean, this could be speculation. I'm not sure. Like I said, let me know in the comment section if you did all this. If you sent them all there, or if you didn't, did you go back there after the tail end of the game coming up on it? Did you see that if she was here doing this, or was she pretty much a boss enemy in that encounter? So we'll find out before long in that regard. So that is so disturbing sounding, hearing her do that. So we're going to kill her. And with her, we'll get the 1/3 umbilical cord, which will enable us to basically get that privilege. Now, I'm not entirely sure where the kid is. I don't think we get the kid. Or maybe we do. I don't know. I have no fucking idea. I think we already have gotten it, but I can't be sure. I need to determine that based on... I need to see. Usually I would think that they would actually have her here, but it seems like she hasn't appeared here at all. So we're just going to take another look around just to be sure. Essentially, obviously, we've killed all the victims that were basically sent here. The old man, the old lady, the prostitute. Probably the only ones I did not send here was the church girl and the little girl, essentially. And that is pretty much it. But I think we don't really need to worry about that part. Maybe. I'm not sure. Let's head down into the clinic, though, and let's make sure, because I'm not 100% positive about it. But it doesn't look like that's the case, so unfortunately, that is pretty much going to be the capita of everything we've gotten up to that point, so we pretty much have completed now Yusefka's quest line, in a sense. So... I mean, that is essentially what happens to all the victims when you send them all there. It's a bit frustrating. I kind of hate that. But, you know, there are no real happy endings in Bloodborne, as you can see. So we're going to go back to the Hunter's Dream now and go from there. So let's head over. I want to go check and make sure about... I think I still have those items in question. So let's head over to the messenger, not the messenger bath, but the, alright, bloody messenger bandage, black messenger hat, messenger top hat, red messenger ribbon. Okay, so we do have the red messenger ribbon. We don't really need to get it a second time. So we already have it. I think this is actually... the little girl's ribbon right here. So we do have it. Okay, so we don't really need to get it again. I thought we would have to go through the process of getting it again, but effectively that's essentially what ends up happening, is that particular fashion. So that is pretty much going to be all of that in its entirety, specifically for that particular genture. But yeah, it's a shitty situation. I don't particularly find any fondness in that capacity whatsoever. It's quite frustrating, but unfortunately that's one of the unforeseeable consequences with, you know, trying to send them there. Essentially, you can send them all there. It doesn't. There's really no good or bad way of sending them there, but essentially, I just like the fact that I send them all to Odin Chapel, because essentially, they're more safe at Odin Chapel than they are at Yusefka's clinic. She basically turns them all into her personal fucking guinea pigs, and that's it. So now we're basically free and clear to pursue any other potential quest lines we desire.
What is... Very well. Let...
We're going to go ahead and do, we'll do Blood Tinge. And then we're going to head up here, and we're going to use repair weapons to repair our weapons. And then I think we're also going to resupply ourselves. We can sell the Old Hunter Bone, the Tiny Tantras, the Call Beyond. Essentially, we'll do all that. Matter of fact, we'll also sell some of those other outfit items we don't need. So, what did we pick up, effectively? Yeah, we got the Iron Yargul helmet, that's 810. The blindfold cap, that's gone, that's gone, that's gone, that's gone. And that, and that. Ariana's shoes, we'll put those away. I think that's the first time we've gotten those, so we'll put those away into storage. Oh, we'll also sell those other items in question, so... We're going to go ahead and sell the Call Beyond. We have one of those. The Old Hunter Bone and the Tiny Tantras. That's some good money for us there. Now we'll go up here and we will put away Ariana's shoes, because I am not dressing up as no chick. That is not my bag. We'll get the Bone, the Shiny Tantras, and that Call Beyond. Very nice. So, I think I'm going to probably go into the Old Hunters DLC now. Just to basically get the necessity of some stone shard, bloodstone chunks, to get ourselves situated where we can explore alternative measures of power and upgrading our weapons. So, now bear in mind the DLC, much like the game in New Game Plus, will get harder. As we are in New Game Plus 1, essentially that means the enemies will be a little tougher, but that also means that the resources and echoes they give will be more rewarding. So, we'll see what we can do here. So as soon as we hit there, obviously the door to our right will be sealed. We need to get our way there, so we're going to go ahead and change a few things. Put on some pebbles, some throwing knives, some Molotovs, some medicine, and I think that will be it for now. So immediately upon entering out here, obviously to our left, we will find Frenzied Cold Blood. Further up ahead, there will be a hunter at the top of that hill. We don't want to go up that stairwell, so take a right and climb the slope. Grab the items along the way, twin bloodstone shards, etc. Notice the beasts ahead of us. let them engage the hunter. Grab the old hunter glove there. We could sell that. Also, I might add, you can actually sell all these outfits and weapons in this DLC and get a huge payday of rewards. Kind of tricky to stun him with that. Seems like it's easier to stun him with the pistol than it is the rifle spear. But we'll get a Tempering Blood Gem, 5,000 Echoes, Lore Blood Vials. Up here on the slope, we will also get Frenzied Cold Blood. I did want to pick the Threaded Cane, but instead I'm going to pick the Saw Spear because we're going to have beasts. So essentially we're going to want the protection of killing beasts with that weapon. Up here, obviously we encountered the dogs, but before we go further, head up here on the alcove, grab the twin bloodstone shards. Be mindful of the hunter to the right. He will have a beast hunter scythe, so we want to be careful with that. We'll go ahead and intercept him with our rifle spear. It's easier to parry him than it is the other guy. Funny how that works, eh? Grab the Tempering Blood Gemstone, and then we're going to run over here and jump. I made a miscalculation. I forgot there was an item there to grab. So I have to go back up there and get that. But it's okay, because we're going to make our long way around. Over here, you'll find the lever, flip it, and then open the path forward. Obviously, there'll be a hunter at the bottom of the stairs now. But over here on the right, we'll grab the hunter cap. And here he comes. Come here, dickhead. Once we dispatched him, we're going to get some blood bullets out of us, get some health. He'll give us 2 blood vials. Now we're going to double our way back up the slope, like we did, all over again. Now, it goes without saying there's a hunter there, and there's also items there. We'll get back to getting that in a short bit, but right now I want to go back over here and get slowly down the slope and grab the old hunter trousers. And then as we ascend the steps here, we'll have a few beasts in front of us. We're going to get them out of our way. Grab the Tempering Blood Gemstone. Intercept him with his attack, and then easily visceral attack him there on the spot. That's another 6,000 echoes for us. Go ahead over here, grab the blood vials from the body. Trying to see where the dog is. I can hear that little bastard. I'm trying to see where he is. Okay, there he is, right there. So maybe we can get him with a... Shut up, dog. So once we get rid of him, we have these beasts here. And then we have to be vigilant with the Boomhammer Hunter coming down the sloughs. So we'll go ahead and do a visceral attack on him. If that doesn't finish him, we're going to go ahead and get ready for another one. Why does it always seem to be like his is much more nastier than mine is, animation-wise, in terms of combat? It always strikes me as weird that the boom hammer animations for the enemy are way more intimidating and OP looking than they actually are for the character, especially if it's if it's the player. You know what I mean? Does that make sense? So we're gonna go through this nonsense again. We'll navigate our way up. Get past all that bullshit. Nope. Not today. Slippery bastard. So we're not going to go with dealing with that other hunter or those crows. Instead, what we're going to do is head over here. Just basically go from there. Wow, what was that about? The dog attacked. Wow, that's a trip. Kudos to him. That was gutsy. Dog actually went to fight the beast, and the poor bastard got tore up. Enough, buddy. Goddamn pyromaniac, isn't he? I keep forgetting red-eye hunters are extremely strong, so you want to be careful for red-eye hunters. Just a reminder. Radiant Bloodstone Shard. Then over here, we have a Beast Cutter, which we can sell. Hello. You gotta see them? That's enough, buddy. You're out of control. I mean, the fucking animal isn't even fighting. I mean, I feel bad for the werewolf. The werewolf isn't even fighting back, really. Okay, well, now he's fighting back. That's well. I just saved his bacon and he attacks me. Hey, buddy, look at you. It ain't that serious. You know, take it easy. I just did you a solid. I mean, you were getting, you know, knocked pillar to post by this other asshole, and No, we're not having that. Get out of here with that crap. So once we dispatch the hunters in this area, most of the real threats will be neutralized. So essentially just basically go about the process of just basically making some echoes with these kills. Grab whatever they drop, gems, echoes, blood vials, quicksilver bullets. Why are you bowing, you donut? So grab the madman's knowledge off the various bodies surrounding the core. Over here on this body, we'll have some more blood vials. Go ahead and might as well use one of them. And then we're going to head up the slope here, which will take us up to this area, which we already navigated. But for relevancies, I actually wanted to go back up because there was an item a little ways back. I think actually, there it is, right there. Okay. So we'll drop down here, grab the twin bloodstone shards, and then we're going to head back up here, and I see there was a hunter that drops or one of the beasts dropped something, so we're going to grab that as well, if we can get up here. Doesn't look like we can, we're going to have to drop down. Vermin, okay, sweet, I'll take it. I don't have the fucking rune equipped, I don't know how I got it. Usually you're supposed to have the impurity rune equipped to have them drop, but for whatever reason they're dropping pretty... Wow, that was actually quite unexpected. I did not think they would actually drop that. So essentially... I think there's one more thing we had to get though, wasn't there? I think we got the old hunter garb? Or did we not get that yet? I think that's somewhere close by in this area. Let me take one final look around just to be damn sure. Okay, here it is. Nope, Molotovs. Damn. The old hunter garb is here somewhere. I need to find it. So bear with me a moment. We're gonna track this shit down. We obviously dropped down over there. I don't see any other hidden items around. Take a moment, just check everywhere. I think maybe it may be further up, on the way to the cathedral, maybe? Not sure. No. I'll take another. It's got to be further up. I'm sure it's got to be further up. Because I should have seen it by now. But maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it's not down here as much as I thought it was. So we'll get rid of the beasts in our way here. I think it's over there. I think that's it there. Bingo. Got it. So we got Tempering Blood Gems, Adept Blood Gems, Tempering Blood Gem. We'll go ahead and equip our... I was going to equip the Rifle Spear, but I think I'm going to go with the Holy Moonlight Sword now. Oh, hello. Come on, big boy. Bring that shit. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. So they dropped us a bunch of oil or blood vials. Now we're going to run up here into the Grand Cathedral where we have Lawrence's body lying. Now, essentially, this is an optional boss fight. You don't need to run this again, but you want to run in there, grab the eye pendant, which will enable us to open the path forward to get to the upper echelons of the research hall, which is where we're going to find Lady Maria. Ooh, excuse me. So essentially, after we get that, head back out the way you came and take a right, grab the blood vials off the body, and then head down the slope through the cavernous-like area here. Avoid the gunfire on the bridge. So once we dispatch them and their little gun defensive line, we'll basically make our way through this vicinity here. Obviously, these assholes are going to have Molotovs and not much else. Steak will kick you, but it don't really do jack shit. Oh, you motherfucker. So once we dispatch them, grab the resources here, the blood vials, the Molotovs, everything. Head down here, and on the body below, we will find twin bloodstone shards. Disable this asshole for being a frickin' snake. Blood vials down here. Obviously, all the blood liquors below us will be a factor to explore. We're going to head over here, though, and into this room here. Grab the delayed Molotovs off the body. Dispatch the bodies. And then heading over here. Obviously, this asshole wants to be a cutie pie, so let's go ahead and spoil his fun. I gotta give him credit. That was actually pretty brazen. The first time it actually would have caught me when I played this. The first time I ever played this. But now it's like second nature to like, oh, so you want to be one of those guys. Okay, I got you. So right here, we're going to have our resources for delayed Molotovs and regular Molotovs. And we're going to have ourselves taking on one of the beast hunters, and who's now effectively half man, half beast. So we're going to need saw spear and a lot of Molotov weaponry. You can pretty much see him right there. got a bold hunter mark, and we got a blood dreg for that job. So, thing of beauty. We'll go ahead and take that off the board. We no longer need to use that for right now. What we will need is some blue elixir, though, because we'll need the protections to navigate our way across this damn poisonous landscape that's coming up. Obviously, we don't want to go out here, because this is actually going to be not our destination. Actually, it is our destination, but the reason I want to go out here is because we're going to get this old hunter top hat. Another outfit item we can sell. So now we're going to go ahead and get ourselves the Simon bow blade. I don't know if you would qualify the Simon Blowblade as a righteous weapon, but in this particular instance, I would definitely find benefit to it. I'm all fucking covered in gore. Frosty, if you were here, you would be having a field day with this right now. So essentially now we're coming up on the entry where we're going to have that hunter with the Gatling gun. So what are we going to need? Well, we're going to definitely change our weapon. I think we will get a little bit more protection if we're lucky with this part, but I don't want to take that risk. What I do want to do, though, is I essentially want to get a margin of... I want to get a little bit closer in the sense where we can actually... I want to get the side. I want to get the secondary area opened up. Fucking asshole. I want to get this other area opened up effectively so that I don't have to really worry about it too much, but that's essentially my issue. I mean, I could very well go in there and take them on, but I really don't feel comfortable doing that yet. So we got a warm blood tinged gemstone. Not bad. Now we'll head through here. Go talk to Simon, like we did in the previous one. Now, there is no alternative ways of completing the quests. I mean, you could attack him. I'm not sure. I have no interest really to engage him, but I think I will try to kill him later on. I'm not entirely sure. We'll see. I don't really want to push my luck because I've never fought Simon before, but if I don't know. I don't think I would really feel good about fighting him. He probably might kill me. I've never actually fought Simon before. So, I would probably try it, but I'm pretty sure I would die. So, we're going to go ahead and equip a few things. So, number one thing we're going to do is we're going to equip the blood defense of Milady Maria. We're going to equip her outfit. And we're going to equip the decorative old hunter trousers. And basically go from there. Oh. So we'll see what we can get with this particular layup. Hopefully, as a matter of fact, I better do the extra benefit and probably put on, I'm probably going to put on the lead elixir. And I think I'll also put on the shield. Doesn't seem to really protect you much against, it doesn't really seem to give you much in the way of protection, so I'm gonna see what the lock shield can do. I'm gonna see if it can't give me some measure of protection, because that's my biggest thing. I would love to see if it could do some protection. Oh, there is our... Let's go ahead and put on our lantern, though, so we can see what we're doing. Hopefully this won't go bad. This won't go bad. Where are you, you fucker? There you are. I think I will also put on my lead elixir. I think I'll put on the blue elixir as well. God damn it, dude. Relax! Jesus, he was like, he had me fucking... He had me pressed. Fucking jerk. So, let's get back into that. That was like, oh, that was nerve-wracking. I almost was certain he was gonna fucking corner me and tear me up like that. So, I mean, obviously that didn't happen, but still, I mean, that was a little close for comfort. So, we're gonna go ahead and get the Hunter's Torch ready. And then we're going to head into here. Bloodstone chunk there. You gonna keep moving, or you gonna? So now that we pretty much used up our Molotovs, we can use a bloodstone, a blood cocktail. There's our blood-starved beast. So let's go ahead and get his attention. Easy work there. Why did he just stand there? That doesn't make sense. He had the I mean, it's like he's like, man, I'm done. I give up. He just stayed there. What the fuck? Oh well. Get the items down here. Twin Bloodstone shards, bloodstone chunks, twin bloodstone shards, and then go over here and grab the Amadalan arm, another weapon we can sell for easy money. Go ahead and get our blood bullets up, and we'll get back onto the out course of going to the far end of this blood river. At this point, there's not really much in the way of threats you need to contend with the exception of these handful of blood lickers at the end of the river. Now, how the hell did she know? Constable's trousers, warm blood dinge. All these blood gemstones are just basically going to get sold because we've already got potential options for getting more powerful blood tinged gemstones in the long run. So, not really much in that regard that we're going to lose. Come on, Pooch. You're running in circles now. Head over here. In this crevice over here, we'll find some frenzied cold blood. Obviously, beyond this collapsed spire here, we'll head over here to the left, and we'll find another dog as well as another patient turned hunter, I guess. I don't know. Villagers, you know, that's a weird thing. It seems like villagers are the only ones who are like, they seem to be like the most pragmatic ones who like think they can be, you know, oh, they're hunters? Oh, we could be hunters too. So once we get the blood vials here, we'll be able to basically take care of these ravens. So once we've taken care of them, we'll have another path to take up here into the upper part of this passage here, but we've got a few things we need to do. We got to go across these beams to get that item over there, and then we have another hidden path to take to another item, weapon, in the form of the Beast Hunter Scythe. So drop down on the beam, run across, grab the Constable's Garb. I believe the Constable's Gloves will be in another part of the area. We'll get those as well. And then we're going to head over here. This might get a little dicey, but I'm going to switch to the Rifle Spear again. Go ahead and get him. And that's easy work. So once we do that, we'll get 3 blood vials. Go ahead and get yourself some blood bullets. Head over here on this body and you will find the Beast Hunter Scythe, which we can also sell along with the other weapons. Go also grab the Vermin, another Vermin. I don't have the rune equipped to get Vermin, but it seems like it's wanting to reward me, so I will not say no. But I think I'm curious. I've never had that happen before. So once we get to that point, I'm thinking there was another area we had to explore, but I can't remember where it was. It'll come to me eventually. But as soon as we get to this point, we're gonna head down here and immediately run and stick to the right. Use this chapel statue here as cover. Walk, do not run. You will give your position away to the church giant executioners. So, wait. The church cannon wielding giant executioner here will be your biggest threat. But we're going to go bias them for the moment, and we're going to head up and to the right into this chapel here. Inside, we're going to light the lantern, which will give us another access point. And then we're going to descend the stairwell, where we will intercept the nightmare ahead of us. And there we'll get 2 bloodstone chunks. And then above us, obviously, we have the another church hunter. Or, old hunter, whatever you want to call him. Let's get his attention and get him down here. Forgetting that the rifle spear is not always 100% effective, so I need to switch to my pistol. Once you grab that, drop the twin bloodstone shards on the right, across the crevice, drop down. And then dispatch the ravens, grab the blood vials, and then we're going to make our way through this ravine. Over here, there'll be some oil urns. Obviously, that was one of those little crustacean enemies, and then we will get the whirly gig saw. And I'm going to sneeze again. Here it comes. Oh, my apologies. I don't know why I'm so sneezy tonight. Oh. So I'm pretty sure there was something I was supposed to grab somewhere. I just can't remember where. There was supposed to be some constable gloves somewhere, and I can't seem to recall where they were placed. So I imagine at some point it will come back to me, and when it does, I will probably see about finding them. I definitely don't want to, waste precious time or to basically not get anywhere. So we're basically going to head to the right again, immediately avoid the gunfire, and just immediately deviate around. Grab the blood vials and head up and to the right. Ignore them. They will not follow you beyond this point. We will wait, though, for a moment, because I want to get those executioners, because I really want to get quicksilver bullets from one of them, effectively, so we can actually take on Ludwig the Accursed in the next area. So we'll take a moment to... And plus we have something we have to gather here anyway, so... Another outfit piece. So let's walk up real slowly behind him, and... backstab him. Two backstabs will be enough to put him down. That'll get you 10 quicksilver bullets. Then we'll do the next one. And that will give you 6 blood vials. And then what we will do is take a detour over here, in this passage here, to the right, and inside here, where we will find the butcher's outfit, another item for sale. And now I believe, hopefully, we're good enough in power, and well, we don't really have a lot of resources to our credit, but I don't think we'll need really too much to worry about that. I'm going to take another look over here, though, because I am pretty sure where we collect that constable's gloves is pretty close by. I just can't remember off the top of my head. So here we have, we can call the Hunter Henriette, which is a female hunter with I believe, a beast cutter and something else for a weapon. Oh, he dropped a vermin. Wow, that's another one. That's 3 now. That's crazy. So, if you get stuck and you need to call on a DLC hunter or old hunter to help you take on Ludwig, this would probably be a good place where you can do it. But it's entirely up to you. I don't particularly like using them unless I absolutely am desperate enough and there are no players available, but that's essentially what I would do. Over here, we got some pebble. So before we head into here, let's get a couple things that we're going to need. Number 1, we're going to need our threaded cane. It's my preferred weapon until I get something stronger. And since we did just upgrade it, that would probably be my best option. We're going to get the oil urn. We're going to get the rope Molotovs. Actually, reverse that. Let's put fire paper on instead. That way, when we have oil urn, we can immediately deploy when we throw an oil urn, we can immediately deploy fire paper. And we're also going to get bone marrow ash. We're also going to equip the flame sprayer. So, now, let me remind you exactly of this. Essentially, the Ludwig the Accursed is a 2-stage boss. In the first stage, he will be a beast. He'll be crazy, he'll be erratic, he'll be heavily aggressive, he will immediately engage you and try to stay on top of you as much as possible. Kicking, biting, spraying his white, milky, sinuous shit, whatever that is. I don't even want to begin to think about it. He'll start spraying that all over the place. He'll charge you, he'll try to jump in the air and belly flop on you. He's basically Mr. Ed on steroids, or Mr. Ed on steroids from hell. Essentially, that's what you'll encounter in the first stage. Once you deplete his health by half, you'll enter the second stage. At this point, Mr. Ed from Hell will suddenly discover he is King Arthur and find Excalibur on his back, in this case, the Holy Moonlight Sword. Now, in this instance, he is no longer a beast, he is a regular enemy, so fire and serrated weapon damage will not do anything. Effectively, the best thing you can do is use rest attacks, avoid his arcane magic from his sword, so most of his slash attacks will send projectiles of energy at you, doing heavy damage. The biggest thing you need to worry about is the huge attack where he holds the sword in the end, he slams it down. You absolutely cannot get hit by this. You need to get to his sides or to his rear. If you do not, he will fucking kill you. There is absolutely no way to survive that attack. It will permeate from his front and it will shockwave out across the entire room. Essentially, there is maybe a chance you can get a far enough distance away from it. I don't know the exact range. I do know that it has a very big area of effect. If you get caught in that and it kills you, you will have to do the entire fight all over from stage 1 and onward. So that pretty much is the scope of it. In the first stage, use serrated weapons, threaded cane, saw cleaver in saw form, saw spear, the beast cutter. All viable options, including the whirligig saw, I believe, because it is a teeth weapon. Fire, paper, Molotovs, all viable options as well. Once you get through the first stage, second stage is pretty much straightforward. Avoid his sword attacks, close the gap, fuck him up. Fire will not work as heavy, and serrated damage will not work as heavy, so you go for broke. Whatever you got, use it. Simon Bowblade, Holy Moonlight Sword, Kirk Hammer, whatever is your forte with this particular playstyle. But essentially that is the scope. So, cross your fingers, clench your butt cheeks, and let's go do this. There we go. If you know what you're doing, you can actually get through the first stage pretty fast. The real trick will be the second stage, with his damn magic. You listen to him neigh like a fucking horse.
By my side all along. My true mentor. My guiding moonlight.
How come his sword is so much bigger than mine? I can't help, it gives me vibes of like the Three Stooges. Got a visceral attack. There he comes. Get to his rear. That's a wrap. Bye-bye, homie. Now, there's one difference we're going to do with this engagement, especially when we go to talk to him. We're going to put on the Healing Church outfit. Now, it doesn't matter what outfit you put on. I believe the adequacies of it don't really matter, but I particularly like to think that if you put on the black Healing Church outfit, the white Healing Church outfit, Gascoigne's garb, or the choir outfit, essentially, basically, he basically has a different dialogue of discussion with you, believing you're a member of the Healing Church. So what we're going to do is we're going to put on Gascoigne's garb, and we'll get a different context of discussion from him if we do. So we'll head over after we light the lantern, of course, and talk to him.
Tell me, good hunter of the church, have you seen the light? Are my church hunters the honorable Spartans? I hoped they would be.
Now, at this point, you could tell him yes or no. I get different results with this. So essentially, we can only choose one. We'll probably do it differently in our third playthrough. So essentially, in this instance, I'll lie to him and say yes.
Ah, good. That is a relief. To know I did not suffer such denigration for nothing. Thank you kindly. Now I may sleep in peace. Even in this darkest of nights, I see the moonlight.
And then effectively he'll die. Now, essentially, he didn't die. He actually slept. So he didn't go banana sandwich. So essentially, I'll basically leave him there. His eyes will shut. He's obviously asleep, so kind of bizarre him to be talking with his head severed from his body. But hey, that's Bloodborne for you. So essentially, we pretty much have taken care of that piece of business. We're going to head up here now and grab this one last thing off to the right with blood vials. And then we're going to head back to the Hunter's Dream. Because we have about an hour and 38 minutes into this. I think I want to do some Chalice Dungeon work. So we're going to head off and do a Chalice Dungeon now. But before we get into that action, we're going to go ahead and sell some shit. Because we got a lot of shit to sell. So let's head over here. We'll sell some of those. First thing we'll sell is some of we'll sell the weapons. So we got a Beast Hunter Scythe. That's 8,000 right there. The Beast Cutter is 10,000. The Holy Moonlight Sword is 56,000. The Boom Hammer is 14,000. The Whirligig Sog is another 15,000. The Amadala Arm is almost 20,000. And then we have the Gatling Gun, which is 15,000. And obviously we have the Hunter's Torch we didn't sell earlier, so we'll sell that for 1,000. Now we'll sell the outfit pieces that we collected. So we have the Old Hunter Cap, 1,000. 2,000 for the garb. 1,000 for the glove. 1,000 for the Old Hunter trousers, which I will get them out. I keep forgetting to. Old Hunter top hat. We will also sell the Constable's garb, which is 10,000. The trousers, which is 5,000. I will go back and find those gloves eventually. I have no idea where they are. I gotta remember. 1,500 for the garb, for the butcher's outfit. 3,000, 15, and another 15. Then we'll sell these gemstones. Anything lower than level 16, basically the 17 mark. Anything lower than 16, we want gone. That is garbage. It is not going to be good to us. We have more powerful gemstones that these guys have given us. There is the blood gemstones we got from the other ones. We don't. I probably will put that blood tinged gemstone away because that is just not. That's not cutting it. That's not cutting it for me. So let's go. Let's go put that away. And then we are going to get out old hunter trousers. I'll get them out because I like them. Constable's gloves. I gotta find the constable's gloves. That's 15,000 I can sell. And let's see what we got for blood echoes. So we have one here. Two. 7. Another 2. This would be the other 7 insight we got from them. And then we have the umbilical, which we'll use. Once we get the other umbilical from Murgo from completing the Nightmare of Mensis, we will not use it. We will take it with us, but we will not use it. Essentially because that will throw in our second run ending, the part 2 ending, or at least the second ending, if you will, whatever you want to prefer it to. Essentially that would throw everything out of whack. I don't want to do that. And then we have the 8 blood dregs here. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and get the resources we need reestablished. 10 Molotovs, 9 delayed Molotovs, 4 oil urns, 2 cocktails, 5 throwing knives, 1 fire paper, 1 bone marrow ash, and probably 5 of those gemstones there. So now we'll repair our weapons. See what we can fortify. Damn, this is a tough one. I'm going to upgrade my flame sprayer. And I think I'll also upgrade my repeating pistol, Ludwig's rifle, the cannon. And that probably will be it for now. And now we'll upgrade our power.
Welcome. Very well. Let the echoes become your strength.
So we'll go ahead and do that. Get our blood tinge up to level 50. So we're pretty much reaching the halfway mark with most of our stats now. In terms of raw power. Alright, now I'm going to go up here and I'm going to change a couple of runes around because we're going to go into a really tough Chalice Dungeon, so I'm not going to worry about echoes. I want to have the easiest possible ride I can come up with. So essentially we'll go with the Vile Recovery of the Radiance rune. We'll go ahead and do physical damage reduction by 3%. Boost max HP by 10%. And all damage reduction by 4%. So for right now, that will suffice. And then I think the one place we're going to go into is probably going to be the... I don't want to do Isu. I think I want to get these damn Loran ones over and done with. But, I don't know. I'm going to go with this one, because this was the one I helped a hunter with, and essentially this is one that I was really eager to finish because it was actually quite rewarding. So we're going to jump into that and see what we find. So as soon as we get in here, you'll notice I've actually already lit the lantern. I did a couple of areas. I have not really gone exceptionally very far. So obviously we're pretty much going to have our words about us with this. We're going to have a couple things important here. We're going to have, definitely going to have some Molotovs, because we have a lot of those. We're also going to have some throwing knives. No, not throwing knives, because we're kind of hurting for resources there until I buy some more. I want to buy some more, but I want to use up what I have first. So we'll definitely go with that. We'll get the torch. And we will also get... what the hell? We got... what did we upgrade? We did the flame sprayer, that's right. I'll go ahead and go with... I'll go with the Holy Moonlight Sword for now. Just because it's one of my favorites, and it seems to really do me a good service of protection in that capacity. Now, I'm not entirely sure how much of this I explored. I think this is actually the first... Yeah, this is the first layer. So effectively, I pretty much wiped the floor with this area. Multiple little ghoulies sitting down there. Elevator, they'll take us up. But my main focus is to basically be in this vicinity here. I'm gonna get rid of the giant first. So once we've taken him down, blood vials and quicksilver bullets. I believe there is also a nightmare up here somewhere. I think I saw one. I'm not sure. Unless I already took care of him. But right away, right from the jump, you'll also see that there is a fucking madman here. We essentially nearly need to get this. We need to get them separated. I cannot engage dogs, a madman, plus the fucking ghoulie with his gun. So we need to split them up. So hopefully we can do this easy. All right, buddy, come here. So once we've taken care of the madman, now we can focus on the ghoulie. I am not taking any chances with this fucking dungeon. I really am not. That's why I changed everything. As much as I would love to get more echoes, I am more interested in my survivability being paramount. So, get some blood bullets, a few blood vials to heal me up. That takes care of the dogs, that takes care of the ghoulie. Pretty much all in all in that respect. Down here, the ghoulie is obviously dropped some bullets. Now we'll take a quick look down below. Alright, there's our other ghoulie friends, pretty much over there. I'll come back here and check the rest of this area. I think the biggest thing I'm looking for is probably nightmares, essentially. because this is a cursed dungeon, so we will get some really powerful gemstones if we're lucky. We just have to be very, due diligent with how we go about it. Try to get visceral attacks if I can, but I'm not going to take undue risk to have that happen. Come here, buddy. Right there, pretty much didn't really get anything. I'm a little disappointed by that because I was hoping I would get something, but it doesn't seem like that was the ticket. So, over here it looks like we got some ghoulies. So, dispatching those guys was the thing. Soften that asshole up for an easy visceral. Okay, so we don't really have any other things, it looks like here. No pickups, no nightmares, no visible signs of a chest or any kind of collections of any sort. So essentially we'll go back now. I remember this part because I actually did a little bit of exploring as a scouting, basically just scouting the area, seeing what kind of fight I was going to get into here. So we're going to take the elevator up, which will take us to the second level of this area, and we'll make our way to collecting the prize of this area, the chest. Gates have already been opened. Like I said, I scouted this area in a previous playthrough when I was off stream, and that was essentially my aim. Lots of resources though here, all of which I left untouched. Here we have blood vials. In the distance we have another ghoulie. And then here on this body, we have some Molotovs. And here is our prize, though. Down below is going to be this asshole. Seems like the ones with the fire sticks, these guys, they seem like they're the ones who are the most susceptible to getting easily visceral attacks. So we're going to open the lever. That'll open the path forward and out of this area. So, but before we head back to the left, we're going to head to the right and engage this ghoulie here. Eyes open though, we may actually get some blood liquors. Because obviously we dropped us some ghoulies, and I wouldn't be surprised if we had a few of them here. It is a cursed, rotted, and fetid dungeon, after all, so sky's the limit, I say. Over here I see another one. Let's get the drop on him. Walk. Catch him unsuspecting. And that'll be that. Now we will head back to the main chamber, take the elevator down, and then exit the main lair for the boss lair. Hopefully there will be no side area ahead, but knowing my luck, there will be. And I can hear a blood licker, so we have a new target. And she is right below us. And she's facing away. What a joy. So if there's that liquor, there may be this one. So let's go look. And it doesn't look like it. Nope. So that will be our exit. That will be pretty much the capita of that particular one. So let's head into the next area. The gate is open, and we can move forward. Slide area? Yes, there is, to the left. Someone died already. Have your torch equipped, just in case we have another surprise ambush. What are you swinging at, my man? There's nothing there, unless you're swinging at phantoms. So upon entering this chamber, it looks like we have only one way forward, and that is going down. I really don't like the idea of that. There's always usually an ambush waiting ahead, especially in tightly enclosed spaces. So we'll go slow. We have a passage to the right and a passage to the rear. That looks like that takes us into a room with pendulums. Rats. Ladder access leading to the upper level. I could hear Ghoulie digging. There he is. Now, I would be surprised if there was a blood liquor in this damn tunnel. Easy work. He fell off the. He fell out of the world. I'm not sure if there's anything. Oh, there's a ghoulie right there. Let's see if we can get the drop on him without getting shot at from above. Blood vials. Yeah, he knows we're here now. So we'll take a detour now. We'll go around and we'll see about getting the approach from him now that we pretty much swept this entire bottom floor. And then here it looks like we have a door to the left with a dog, and then over here a ghoulie. Go on, buddy. Walk right into that trap. Come on. I'm trying to lure him forward to walk into the trap, and he'll get hit by it. God, how close do you have to be? That thing might as well be right in front of him. What in the hell? Oh, now it gets him. That was beautiful. That was beautiful. That was awesome. It worked like a fucking charm, but it looked like it was going right through him. Did you see that? It was like the animation. It was going right through his arm and his front and just a little part of his chest. But it worked. He got knocked down the one time. He tried to get up the second time, and it's like bloop. He get yeeted right off the fucking he got yeeted right off the thing. And now here it looks like we have a madman. So, and he's got a core. He's got a. Oh, and we got a fucking ghoulie. So we got to be careful here. We got a cursed damp blood gem, okay. And we got another cursed damp blood gem, but it's level 5, so it's not going to be very impressive. 6 is our best. And we got the clockwise metamorphosis rune, level 3. Nice. And that gives us a boost HP of 15%, so that's even better than our current. Awesome. Thing of beauty. They always like to hide shit in the back corners, like in a way that it doesn't look like there's been anything there, so I like to be sure and just smash them up just to be safe. Over here, nothing. Alright, takes care of the dog and the ghoulie, and now we got a Sidon, small area back here, and a beast-possessed soul. Opportunity knocks, along with a few resources. So let's walk gingerly behind him while he's still doing his sleep, like a good pupper. Put him down. Grab the Quicksilver bullets in this room, whatever other resources you find. Open the chest. Inside, what will we find? A cursed damp blood gem, level 5. Nothing to boast about. Quicksilver bullets, Molotovs, more Quicksilver bullets. And then he will drop us some blood vials. I want to be a little careful. I want to go back here and make sure there's no blood liquor in this area. Opportunity for good gems are not going to be passed up so easily. So it doesn't look like we got a blood liquor. Oh, wait, we do have one. I only caught the tail end of her foot just there. So we'll take advantage of this. $43,000 echoes, and we don't even have major blood gems. We don't even have blood moons or anything like that. That is crazy. I am definitely gonna get. Oh, there we go. Blood liquor there too. I knew there was gonna be one there, but I gotta wait for her to turn around though, because she heard my footsteps. Come on, Laurel, turn around. Atta girl. Beautiful. 2 for 2. Love it. Now we'll head back, climb that little tunnel entry point here, and head to our main boss chamber. I want to take one quick trip way back to the main area because I want to see if there was a blood liquor on the stairs with that one enemy. What'd I tell you? What did I tell you? Bam! What'd I tell you? Look at that shit. Beautiful. 2! Let's go! This is fucking awesome. This is an extra amount of work, but you know what? It's worth it because you'll get some really good gemstones if you're lucky. So let's take a shot and see if we can get it. No gemstone, but we got some we got some echoes. Yes. Tell me it's a 6. It's a 5. Better than nothing. It may actually be better than one of the blood gemstones I have on me. I mean, I got 6s, but cursed ones that are 5, they have potential to be more powerful than your 6 ones that are not cursed. Cursed blood gemstones are a little bit more powerful. So now we'll head into here and we will face the man-eater boar. This looks important. Rip it out. This looks important. Just keep him facing the wall and just keep, punch him in the ass. Give me that booty hole. And we take him down and we get 128,000 echoes and then we get a cursed radiant damp blood gem. And I think that was the enemy that I actually helped the player hunt down and kill. So now we got the first layer completed. We're heading down to layer 2. Oh, I got gas. Excuse me. Probably all the soda. Oh. So once we get to the bottom of the ladder, we're going to head into the next area. We'll have a side area to our right. Let's explore that. Oh, we got a cavern. Go real slow. I don't know what I'm going to run into in here. Man-eater boar, 2 giants, scorpions, a right keeper, and multiple ghoulies as support. So 2 man-eater boars. Alright, we got some heavy hitters here. So let's take them down one by one. Come here, buddy. Come on. Bring home the bacon. Some yellow backbone. Right materials. Awesome. I'll take that. There we go. Get it. Get them away from the pigs. I don't want the pigs' attention. The pigs charge us. There's no stopping them. Oh, shit. Yikes. I'm gonna need a blood cocktail to get these guys' attention. That's one pig. He's clearly in a pool of oil, so that is a good opportunity for me to use some much-needed weaponry like this. Nice. Thank you, oil. Got a Radiant Cursed Damp Blood Gem. Over here. Some fire paper. I can hear a madman somewhere. Oh wow, this is a whole huge ass area. I got a ghoulie on the second floor. What do we got in the distance there? It looks like another uber ghoulie. Alright. This looks like this this looks like another secondary passage we could take, so I'll definitely do that. We got scorpions. We got right keepers. I'm not too sure if I want to go down. I'll deal with them on my way back. At the very least, if I do die, I won't have to go through this nonsense of coming up here and fighting all these enemies again. Going real slow because I don't want to get ambushed by anything. There's our ghoulie. And she's souped up with red magic from the rotted offering. So before we engage her, we'll deal with these other ghoulies first. Okay. Okay, here we go. Oh, fuck me. That didn't stop her. That did. Let's go ahead and open this coffin. Please be something good. Please be something good. Let's go! Fucking A, let's go. And you know, cool thing, I actually didn't even think about it. I should go back for the other Chalice Dungeon because I can get Great One's insight with this. So the Odin Ride. Oh, that is awesome. What is? I think that's level 3, isn't it? So yep, we have Odin Wraith. This is level 2, and this is level 3. Level 3 gives us 3 Quicksilver Bolts for visceral attacks. So that is That's awesome. That is awesome. I'm very happy about that. Man, that is fucking good. Now we got 2 runes, and we potentially are like getting really good gemstones now. So, oh man, I'm getting so. This is actually getting me pretty excited. I'm literally. I mean, if the runes are this, if the stuff is this good in this dungeon, imagine what the other one I made is. Because this is from another player. This is not even mine. This is another player's. So I kept his Chalice Dungeon because I helped him in co-op. So it's automatically, attached to my, short route Dallas Dungeon. That's essentially what that one is. It's a short route Chalice Dungeon. So now we got Great One's Wisdom. We'll have to go back and get the other one from the other rune back in the previous area. But that's okay. I'll do that probably during the stream, or maybe I'll do it on my own time. Let me see. How much time do I have on this stream and catalog? 2 hours, 17 minutes. So I'll probably play for another 45 minutes, maybe an hour. I don't know. We'll see how far I get. I'm going real slow, like. Hi. Nice to meet you. Bye. This looks like this may be a side area or an extension. Yeah, this looks like this might be an extension. What kind of enemies have we got here? We got ghoulies. Ah, a gargoyle. Playing possum. No elevator access, so I can't very well drop down there without not being able to get back up. So I need to... Let me explore around up here real quick, see if there's anything of value up here. And it doesn't look like it. I'm not going to drop down there because I won't have a way of getting back up. And I'll lose the element of surprise with the gargoyle, so I'll stick to the ground level and make my entry there. Where the hell is the ghoulie? He's gone. He's not a roaming patrol. I don't see him at the far end of the passage. So essentially I'm just going to use a lot of my resources here to basically make a measure of that. Pulsing damp blood gem. What did this one drop? A cursed dirty damn blood gem. So we got a poison dirty, but now we got a poisonous blood gem. Now here we got here. Hi, buddy. Listen, we need to talk. Your boss is not exactly doing a good job making you guys pay your fair way. What has you got over here? Old Hunter Mark. Alright, that takes care of him. And a blood vial, so... Now I think we can absolutely go up and explore that extended area. That's essentially what this area is. I get the vibe impression of it is basically this is an extended area. So I'm pretty sure... What do we got here? So these are some of the giants. I don't know if by quitting I ended up losing out on the blood lickers, if there were any, but it's okay because odds are what I will do is I'll probably keep this Chalice Dungeon definitely just because of the fact that it has an opportunity of basically getting me some good resources, especially when it comes to blood gems. Fucking dick, go down. So now that we dispatched that ghoulie, that's where he was. He was hidden behind the fucking column. And no wonder why I didn't see him. I thought he did a David Copperfield and disappeared on me. Now we'll open this gate. This was the passage. This was the chamber that was overlooking the previous chamber. Over here is obviously our fucking little gargoyle friend. So there we pretty much took care of the gargoyle. Thank you for the rating of the fine, whoever did that. That was awesome. Keep your... making sure there's no other damn surprises. Another trap, another ghoulie. Now, it looks like we got a trap here. So I'm gonna be very fucking careful. A beast-possessed soul right there in the dark. So let's get rid of him. And then we got 4 blood vials. Quicksilver bullets. Pin cold blood. Quicksilver bullets. Quicksilver bullets. And 2 mold. Or it's going to be quicksilver bullets again. So now we pretty much have emptied out this chamber, so there's nothing more for us to explore. Oh, that hurt. I can't even see the fucking switch, bro. Where's the switch? That little thing? That is well camouflaged. I can't even see that damn thing. Now we'll head out the way we came and see if we got any blood lickers for our trouble. Yep. We'll see if we can approach from her flank. Oh, she's gonna come. She's watching me, bro. gonna see if we can get around her. We gotta get on her rear in order for this to work. Where the hell is she going? Is she looking for me? Let's wait and see what she does. Come on, sweetheart. You and I both know that is like the far cry of what you want to do. Alright, well, if you're not going to come out of there, then I'm going to do what I got to do. And that is to basically barbecue your ass. Because you're standing in a fucking oil... You're standing in an oil pond, so... Ah. Cursed, warm, damp blood gem. Okay, that's good. I can get behind that. That might actually be a useful thing for like a blood tinge weapon, like the bloodletter or like the Tikaje. So those are blood magic weapons. So that might be a weapon gemstone that would be a boon to them. Provided, that's the biggest thing I stress. I don't want blood gemstones, cursed gemstones. I don't want cursed gemstones that have reduced weapon durability, HP depletion, or attack down percentages. I don't want that. I either want added stamina use, reduced attack to beast, or reduced attack to kin. That's essentially what I want in those particular orders. So we pretty much got those things. Now we're going to take a quick detour back because I really want to get the Great One's insight that we left behind in that coffin from that previous side area where we got that bonus item. So we're going to need to backpedal a little bit. I completely forgot about it, so this is actually my fault. But if you remember what I said, when you get a rune, when you get a weapon, exit the game, reload it, and you can use that exploit to basically have a Great One's insight or in from that particular item that you ultimately collected in that point of origin. Most of the enemies are dead in this area, so we're not going to really worry about them too much. There's nothing to really, in terms of a threat here. So essentially, we're just going through here to grab the item from that coffin, and there it is, right ahead of us. So wait for the pendulum to swing, and then run on through. And there we go. We're in. Great One's Wisdom. Now we'll make our way back. We'll take the short route by dropping down here and heading through. Kind of surprised that blood liquor didn't appear in that room because I killed that asshole right there. But it must only appear within certain circumstances. So we're going to head up the ladder here and double back to the main chamber, take the elevator down to the second lair, bypassing the side area which just completed, and then head directly for the second lair main chamber. Wait a second, I'm going backwards. Where the hell am I going? I'm going back to the fucking first area. What am I doing? Elevator, you stooge. What are you doing? Man, I get tired real fast. Alright, here we go. So there is the side area. We just completed that. Now we're going to head into the main area. Go ahead and light the lantern. And into the action we go. Is that a madman? Ooh, madman with a corpse in the dark. Oh, that is fucking stupid dangerous. Oh, wow. That is... I cannot stress how incredibly nerve-wracking that would have me be. That is crazy. I can hear another one right there. Sage's hair. Man, they're going for broke, ain't they? In terms of, like, you know, pulling out all the stops with enemies. Alright, we got a chest. This is a dark fucking room, dude. I can't see anything. I'm barely able to see it. Two mold inside the chest. I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry for walking so slow, but this is I can't see shit. I am not moving any fucking bit too fast to get caught and get killed. I feel like I'm playing fucking Sekiro. That's literally how I feel right now, because I'm like having to sneak around and shit. And it just feels so fucking weird, because I normally don't like playing... I don't even play Sekiro, but I know there's a stealth element to that game. Unlike most Soulsborne games, that's actually one of the more rudimentary styles of play. But there we go, I got rid of him. I'm gonna lure him away. I don't want to get the ghoulies' attention. I want to preserve the element of surprise. Right. And now we'll go into this chamber. What do we got here? It looks like just one item and a passage to the left. Oh, wow. Fucking right keeper, bro. Alright. I'm gonna bring out the big guns here, and hopefully this will fucking kill her. I'm not sure it will, but I'm damn sure gonna try. Okay, that clearly didn't work. I was really, really hoping that that cannon will do the job with a bone marrow ash, and it didn't do jack shit. I mean, not a single one of them went down. So, That serves me right for doing that stupid shit. That thing definitely is not strong enough. I definitely need to get that thing stronger. I wonder what the Gatling gun would do. Hopefully better than that thing did. Yeah, blood-tinged weapons are definitely not my cup of tea. So, lesson learned. Stick to what you know. Skill-based weaponry, not blood-tinged weaponry. Because that is definitely not what I was hoping it would do. And it certainly didn't do what I was hoping it would do. I was hoping it would drop him in one shot, but, you know, clearly my weapon is not strong enough yet. But the good thing is I actually burned up a lot of Quicksilver balls because I was actually overfilling. Alright, so we got a Watcher. Cursed Damp Blood Gem, level 5. Over here on the body, some fire paper. And then we're going to open the lever to layer number 2. I'm pretty sure we'll have blood liquors with the madmen, so we'll have to keep our wits about us. That's one of them. Is she facing away from me? Nope. I need the upper hand, so we're gonna go up and drop down behind her. She's facing towards me, so her back is against the wall. I will not be able to engage her from this angle. There's no winning situation there. So we're gonna walk real slow, drop from above, and pulverize her skull with this fucking thing. If there's one, there's bound to be another. So, like I said, madmen, there was one out here, so we need to watch our... I can't see a goddamn thing. I hate this shit. I can't see her fucking ass. Over there, is she face? I can. What I would give for a fucking flare right now. Facing away. I have to go on her left flank. They like having their back against the wall. I'll give these ones that. They're smart. And got 2 Quicksilver bullets that we originally didn't get from that one. Let me go back one more time and just make sure. I think there was There was a ghoulie that we actually could have dispatched, and there was also the fatty too. So I want to check them both out because I'm pretty sure they would be good up. This is too good. This is too fucking good. She's still gonna have the possibility of spotting me, so cross your fingers. And all right, that's it. No more blood lickers, no gemstones. So that's a bit underwhelming. I'm a little bit rather annoyed by that. You know, you gave me a bunch of gemstones earlier. Now suddenly you're being stingy. Really? Okay. Head over here to the right. Open up this passage. There's obviously going to be a side area ahead, I think. So we'll navigate that next. Multiple ghoulies. Not a good sign. And a right keeper with more ghoulies in support. It's imperative that you try to avoid getting hit by the ones with the red aura. They are the ones that do the most damage, so essentially they could probably one-hit kill you. Now that one hit me, and he wasn't even red aura'd. So if he could do that much damage, that red aura one, so they'll fucking kill you in one hit. So be careful. If you're doing this dungeon, be fucking real careful. And we got a passage leading to the right here. Looks like this is a spiral stairwell. And we have another path over here. Oh! Come on. There you have it. There you have it. Motherfucker. One hit right from my left flank. I didn't even see that son of a bitch. I ran through those columns. He must have been tucked away between the boxes. I'm gonna get an easy kill on this one. Maybe if I come back, I'll get lucky and I'll have a kill of some enemy with, maybe a blood, some blood blood lickers, maybe. So we'll see. I'm not holding my breath, but I sure as shit am not taking any fucking chances this time around. Some enemy just died down there. Pretty powerful enemy died down there. I'm definitely what I'm going to do is I'm going to get these enemies dispatched. I'm going to get my echoes back. And then I'm going to get the fuck out of here and burn my echoes before I fucking lose them. We're almost at we're almost at 2 million echoes. I am not losing them. So I'm going to get I'm going to get my echoes back and I'm going to get the hell out of here and go get them used up before I lose them. Come on, you fucking dick. Alright, buddy, you're up. Come say hi. Let's open this chest up here. Blood vials. There's that son of a bitch right there. Give me back my fucking echoes. Oh, you... That really sucks. Oh, I got him back and then I lost him again. 2.9 million. I've got to get the fuck out of here when I get them. I gotta break all contact and I gotta fucking book. Oh. I'm not even gonna go after this fucking... I'm not even gonna go after this one over here. Fuck it. I'm just gonna get the fuck out of here. I'm gonna walk the fuck out of here. Real slow. Like my ass depends on it. Alright guys, come on, let's do this again. Come on boys. I know better than to trust you fucking red assholes. Alright, dickhead. You come here. Give me back my fucking echoes. Alright, I am getting the fuck out of here now. I literally am like pulling like a matrix. Unplug me now. I'm out. That's it. Get me out of here. That was intense. Oh. Wow. I mean, my fucking mouth is dry. I'm literally getting that stressed out. My mouth is dry.
Welcome. What is it you desire? Very well.
Alright, let's get some blood echoes going. Matter of fact, let's raise our strength of weaponry here. And I wonder how much I have in terms of bloodstone chunks where I can probably buy an upgrade for the Holy Moonlight Sword. I'm still short. Oh man, I need 7 at least. Okay. Okay, not a big deal. Not a big deal. We definitely need to resupply, though, I know that much. So let's resupply everything, including our Molotovs on all facets, pungent blood cocktail, numbing mist, throwing knives, throwing stones, bone marrow ash, and that's the good stuff. So I also got to change my runes now because I got those other powerful runes, so I'm going to definitely get the added benefit of the clockwise rune. And yeah, that'll be that. Alright, let's buy, I want to buy some throwing knives, though, because we're definitely getting low on throwing knives, so we need probably, I'll say 40. That'll be sufficient. I like to keep my number count, like, around 70, so that way if I have any, you know, exuberant numbers of supply, I can fill that order pretty easy. So here we have 85. I can buy. You know, when am I going to be able to buy bloodstone chunks? I think it's really irritating. You can't buy bloodstone chunks from this bath, this messenger bath. So, all right, let's get into there and get these guys. So, man, this is intense, huh? I am on a roll though. So, how much time do I have left in this? I don't think I'm going to be able to finish this. I don't think I'll be able to finish the Chalice Dungeon. I'll come back to this. So we're gonna... Yeah, we're gonna come back. We're gonna... Let me get a little bit of killing. Let me see how far I can get with this. I want to see if I can get through this next side area. That's my main goal. I want to get through the side area. So I'll see. I'll probably push it, see how far I can get. Hopefully I don't fucking die, and then maybe I can get something out of it. Essentially, because I'm coming up on my tail end here. I'm like 2 hours and 53 minutes in. I definitely don't want to get around 3 hours and 20, 3 hours and 30 minute mark. So I am glad I'm getting some Sage's hair, though. That is good, because that will actually make my job easier with resource management. Let's go ahead and change up some of our items though here. Get some pebbles. What do I want to use? I think I definitely want to use... Definitely going to use the threaded cane, because I definitely need something with some speed. And the rifle spear. Alright, guy. Let's talk. Come on. Ooh. God, I love the rifle spear. Now, the real important question is, I need to manage it with a measure of strength here, so definitely want to use fire paper because I got a lot of fire paper. So let's see if I can't lead these fuckers away. Obviously, they'll get the buff from this bitch when they do this. Definitely got to get away from this Right Keeper's magic because she's just gonna fucking keep doing that. Cursed Fire Damp Blood Gem. Alright. We've taken away her reinforcements, so that's good. No foot soldiers to back her ass up. Now it's just her. But I need to get into a position where I can get the drop on her. So now we can use our weapon. And that's it. She's done. Kin Coldblood over here on the ground. A chest here in the corner that we didn't get to go through. Red jelly, 2. Very good. Fire paper, very good. I already used 1, and I got 2 more. I could hear a... Sounds like a sounds like a watcher. It's probably below us. Let's put on our lantern. Do I have my lantern on? Okay, I do have my lantern on. Let's get our torch out. So obviously this was the passage I opened up. I didn't go down the stairs. Now we're going down the stairs. I'm going real fucking careful because obviously in the previous era we had a lot of madmen around. And I'm not feeling very comfortable with them hiding in the fucking dark like that. I mean, you could have hunters, you could have fucking Right Keepers, you could have witches, which we haven't encountered any witches, but Right Keepers are just the next best thing to witches, so, I mean, we're close. We got rats, and we got a watcher who's apparently got an aura of power of enhanced magics. So... Alright. What's up, buddy? Deal, fat boy. Ritual blood. And the rat is trapped behind the coffin. Nope. Stop. Open up the coffin, and what's inside? A damp blood-tinged gem. Well, we did get 2 runes already, so I can't be terribly complaining. Alright, so let's make our way back up. We'll go real fucking quiet and careful, because obviously we didn't have a lot of ghoulies, but that doesn't mean there ain't no chance of there being blood lickers up here. They usually go for really fat supplies of blood from enemies, so what does that include? That includes big ghoul, that includes the super ghoulies with the guns. That includes madmen. That includes fat men in some capacity, depending on where you go. That includes the guardians with the flaming swords, the shield, the mace, the crossbow. Those guys that look like giant versions of Skeletor on steroids. Then you have also certain instances of, just general, just big, really big, visceral men with a large, bloody mess all over the place. The bigger the blood pool, the bigger the apparentness they go for food. So we obviously don't need to worry about that. So we're gonna head into here and see what we get. A merciless Watcher Chieftain. Fucking asshole with a pistol is gonna be a fucking pain in my ass. Come on. Who's next? Who wants to come? You? Want to keep them column between us and the shooter. Come on, big boy. There we go. You're out of here. One down. 2 to go. Come on. You're up. Don't be shy. Yeah, you're gone. 2 down, 1 to go. Come on, boy. Good boy. Bye. Thing of beauty. That's as far as you go, fat boy. So once we've lit the lantern, head down the ladder, the elevator, head down the elevator, and it looks like another side area. No side area, but there is a balcony, which means there's a secret area. So, good. But we're done going on with this particular Chalice Dungeon for now. We're going to stop there. So we'll light this lantern and we'll take our leave back to the Hunter's Dream. Wow. What a job. What a job. We did a lot. Damn, that was a good one. So let's go ahead and see what we can get. Can't really do much of anything in terms with resources at present. I'll buy 6 of those. I'll basically cap everything at 80 if I don't have it at 80. Alright. Let's go spend some insight. What do you say? I think we'll buy a couple of resources for some ritual materials. So essentially, I think what we'll do is we'll buy... I can't even see how much bastard... Alright, we got 23 Bastard of Loran, so I think we'll buy... I think we'll buy 2 Yellowbone, and I think we'll use... We'll use 3 of our blood dregs for additional insight. And we'll buy another bloodstone chunk. And that'll put us up there. And then we'll use our rune repair. We'll repair our weapons. And I definitely want to see what kind of runes we got. What do you say we go check that out? Sell some of those runes. Those blood gemstones, if we have any. So what do we got? Level 5, attack down 7.9%. Weapon durability. Now see, this is what I want. Attack versus kin down by 10%. So essentially I could roll with that. Weapon durability, no, don't want that. That can go. I don't want HP depleted. Don't want that. That can go. Increased stamina cost. That's more like it. Weapon durability. See, I don't want these kinds of runes, and this is a problem. This is the kind of gemstones I don't want. Weapon durability down by 65%. My fucking weapon will break in a couple of like less than half an hour of using it. Weapon durability down by 27%. I don't want these kinds of runes. What are you fucking with me for? Here we have fire attack, added physical tap 7.8, attack versus kin down by 11.3, attack versus kin down by 10.5. Attack versus beast down by 11.3. Skill scaling 20 plus 3. 20.3. Cursed dirty damp blood gem. That gives added rapid poison effects, so that would be a good weapon for the Chikaje. A charge attack is up by 29. Attack down by 7.3. I just... Cursed Radiant Damp Blood Gem, weapon durability down by 50. Attack down by 7.9. I'll fuck with this, only because I think I could use this with, like, my Kirk Hammer, which would be a real helpful hint, or, you know, God forbid, the Beast Cutter. Cursed Radiant Lamp Blood Gem, reduced stamina cost by 7.7. Attack versus kin down by 11.3. Cursed Radiant Damp Blood Gem, attack versus kin down by 11.7. Attack versus open foes 5.4. So now these would be good ones for the Blade of Mercy, because essentially you'll be like literally having her open and just literally just wailing on them. Very handy to have these, so I think those will come in handy with that particular gemstone, with that particular weapon. See what else we got here. I got a... Okay, this attack versus blood tinge scaling 21.5. Blood attack 6.3. Attack versus kid down by 10.5. Essentially, this would be a good one for the fucking either the Bloodletter or the Chikaje. Right there. HP continues to recover plus 4. Cursed Pulsing Damp Blood Gem. Attack power goes down by 7, but this would be a good one to have for the Chikaje if you use it right. Blood attack 26.1. Warm Damp Blood Gem. Level 5. No, we're going to sell that. Cursed 5. Weapon durability on by 68. HP continues to recover. That would be pretty good. I don't know if it would work in tandem with the Jakaje, but it would be a good, helpful weapon to have for another type of style, so I'll keep those around for the sake of it. I got a few options here, so let me go see what... I'm going to swap out some options, see what I get. I'm definitely going to take a look at my saw cleaver, because I got a fire cursed blood gemstone. Oh yeah, look at that. Up by a little bit more power. I'll take it. I don't know if we're going to have anything better than that one. Probably not. So that one just got stronger. Blade of Mercy. Where is it? Add attack. That's better. Oh, see, that's probably... I'll probably put this on a different weapon. Because that doesn't... It actually doesn't add to its strength. Oh, here we go. I could go with either or, it doesn't matter. I'm gonna go with the more powerful gemstone there. Church pick. Better. Nothing really better there. Nothing better there. Oh wow, what a letdown that is. That's a huge drop. Look at that shit. Almost 100. That's almost 112 points. Ay, Mangia. It's going to be an experimental process where I'm going to need to just really kind of go for broke and just take a gamble with some of them I know, but I'm not taking a gamble like that. That's a little over the top. 46. So it goes up by 14. 33 points. Physical damage, blunt damage, drops in thrust damage by 37 points. So it goes up 33 points in other departments, drops by 37 points in another. I'll take that. Oh, wait a minute. We got something. Oh, yeah, 20. No, I don't want to put that back on it. The hell. Definitely got to find better cursed waning gemstones there, so that's definitely not cutting it. You guys got anything here? Oh, improve power there. But it reduces there. My curse dampering blood gem ain't as strong as it seems, so I'll have to get rid of that one. That's not cutting it. Level 14? Yep. 16 and lower, it goes. What else you got? So when you get new gemstones, you essentially just really want to go back and just take a good hard look through your material. Check everything. See what you got. See what works. And then just go from there. Now essentially we have this gemstone here. So essentially we'll get this power here. And, you know, it's going to be a practice. You're going to need to run through dungeons multiple times to get really good gemstones. If you want those good gemstones, you will find them. Essentially, that is what you really want, because otherwise you won't do jack shit for damage to anything. And that's essentially the biggest thing you're going to run into with that capacity. So I could take this gemstone, but we're going to get rid of it. that's actually more powerful, but it's lower, and I know I can get better ones as I go on. So we're going to bite the bullet and just take the calculated risk of getting rid of it. Chikaje, let's see what we can do with this one. I know we got some really good gemstones here. Adds rapid poison effect. It's still not to its capacity of being strong in that fashion, but we'll get it there. 16. Adds rapid poison effect. I'm going to take a chance with this, and I'm going to experiment with it. It's going to feel weird at first, I know, but I gotta try, because otherwise it's just really not going to really deliver anything up for me in the long term. All right, damp blood tinged gemstone. So that is pretty much that. Recoil, rifle spear. Now this is what I really want to work on. All right, we got 16. So I'm gonna pretty much get this goddamn thing off, because this is not cutting it for me. And I got the cursed tempering gemstone. And I got this gemstone. Yeah, I'm gonna have to keep this one for now until I find something better, because right now I don't have anything that's gonna match it. And this is the sick thing that kills me. It's a level 4 gemstone. It's a tier 4 gemstone. I'm gonna refer to this the numbers as tiers. It's tier 4 gemstone. It's a level 12 in value, and it does more damage than any of these other ones. And it's because of this damn physical attack up by 20.6%. If it didn't have that, it wouldn't be much worth of shit. All these other things don't have much of anything that matches it. So I'll keep that one for now. It's really frustrating because I know I can do better gemstones, but it's just not throwing me anything. It's not giving me jack shit. I've got to find good tempering gemstones, though. I need to find something that's going to be better than this, because I know I can get better ones. It's just not giving. I'm not seeing anything that's, you know, jumping out at me. You know what I mean? And here we have a blood tinged gemstone. So we got that one. You know, I haven't checked my Tantras. Should check my Tantras, see what I get there, because I know I got better ones there. So it goes up in physical attack and blunt damage by 14, about 18 points respectively. Drops in bolt damage by 12 points. So lose 12, gain 36. But it's a shitty gemstone. So again, I'm basically I need to get rid of these gemstones because they're completely keeping me fucking handcuffed. I don't like being handcuffed. So we're gonna We're not going to fuck with it anymore. We're going to sell those fucking gemstones, though, because those ones are becoming a real fucking nuisance. I can't really hope to find anything better because I'm constantly being forced to hold on to these fucking ones that are, like, literally not better. They're still the same. And yeah, while they are stronger, they're not advancing. They're not advancing me with better gemstones. They're just basically throwing me the same fucking shit over and over again. So 16 or lower, I'm not keeping it. So I'm just gonna I'm gonna get rid of that. I was gonna keep that one, but it's 16 and it's 16 and lower. So anything 16 and lower, it's gone. I know I can throw better ones. I will find better ones, even if I have to go on the fucking Wikipedia or Google or Blood or whatever and find it. I will find it. It's frustrating because you really want to find better resources and materials to make it happen, but it's just like you don't feel nobody pulling. The game's not pulling on the rope for you. You know what I mean? So we're gonna grab twin stone shard, see what we can upgrade. I'm pretty sure we can upgrade something. So we have Ligarius's wheel. Well, twin stone shards. And the blood debtor. Pretty much everything here is pretty much at this point is like easy, a foregone conclusion. We'll buy a couple more twin bloodstone shards, might as well. Go ahead and buy 9. And Ludwig's rifle. Twinstone shards. Do I have anything I can... Okay, I got 2 more kin cold bloods. I can buy 2 more, maybe. Yep, 2 more. And then I can upgrade 1 more weapon. 2 more twinstone shards. Beautiful. Now I can upgrade 1 more weapon with twin bloodstone shards. There we go. The church cannon. And that is it. That is a wrap. And I think that will cover it. Wow. What a huge amount of work we did there. I'm still pretty miffed that I'm still kind of miffed about something, and that is the fact that the stream got cut off an hour and 20 minutes into it. So if you're tuning in now, I had basically started this earlier and essentially had made my way through the processes of doing the Yargul Unseen Village, Yosefka's Clinic, getting into Old Yarnum, essentially talking to Jajurin, taking down the the blood-starved beast, taking down, the celestial emissary was up. I mean, basically what happened is I basically had started off with a really good short stint of basically going into the Yargul Unseen Village, getting ourselves into Old Yarnum, taking down Dark Beast, the Dark Beast Parl, taking down the Blood-starved beast, making our way to the Upper Cathedral Ward, getting there to the choir, essentially setting ourselves up to potentially go take down the Celestial Emissary, and then the stream, for whatever reason, had an error and shut down the broadcast. So if you're tuning in, if you were viewing that stream as well, I apologize. That was a shit show. I don't know what happened. We are going through a bit of a winter storm, and essentially, I am on Wi-Fi, and you and I both know Wi-Fi is not exactly the most reliable platform to do streaming, let alone online gaming. However, that's what I got. for now. Eventually, when I get my PC set up for Steam and I get on my next regiment of basically trying to pursue my online streaming, I will definitely be pursuing an online Ethernet direct connection so I can avoid that fucking travesty again. Nevertheless, we got back into the Part 5 continued stream, which you can pretty much attest to as you're watching it right now. But what happened, and what did we do? Well, we did a lot. We got through the Celestial Emissary. We took down Ebritis, Daughter of the Cosmos, for the second time. We finished Yosefka's clinic and her quest line. We finished Dijurin's quest line. Essentially, we got to talk to him and got the benefit of an emo as long as whatever resources we got. We got early instancy starting into the Old Hunters DLC, taking down Ludwig the Accursed, and essentially got ourselves just a short end into a Chalice Dungeon. Obviously, it was a very tough Chalice Dungeon, but we found a lot of runes, we got a lot of echoes, and we definitely got a lot achieved in that scale. We're coming up on the tail end of our 3.5 hour stream, so essentially this was probably the benefit of 5 hours essentially overall. So I'm quite pleased with it. I'm just really annoyed that it got cut kind of short, and essentially that is probably the biggest issue I have with it. Beyond the scope of that, I couldn't be more happy with the result. I'm still kind of frustrated that I haven't found any real good replacement blood gems, but I imagine I will pursue that further in the latter part when I'm playing off stream. Obviously, I will explore the Chalice Dungeon we just conducted with the Great Thumerian Ill, with the Cursed, Rotted, and Fetid offerings. I will probably pursue that with a course of farming and also getting blood gems. That being said, I will do only the first 2 sections off stream. I will not pursue beyond the 3rd layer because essentially I don't want to miss out on anything or want you to miss out on anything that I may find. That being said, I will find some more powerful blood gems if I can. And then, obviously, it goes without saying that I will definitely pursue this further along the lines with tomorrow when I stream again. I'm going to be streaming all weekend, so I'll be shoehorning between this, Tom Clancy's Division 2, Hitman 3, and, of course, Bloodborne. So, if you're tuning in, I hope you enjoyed it. I hope a lot of this was resourceful and helpful to some extent, especially if you're pursuing quest lines a little differently in your second run, especially with the different avenues we've taken with navigating quest lines such as Dijurin, Yosefka's Clinic, and to name a few others. As far as the Old Hunters DLC goes, I will probably pursue that, but not in the future streaming. I will probably focus my attention fully on the Chalice Dungeons, because essentially I have them all pretty much set in stone now, and I can actually run them now, potentially with getting more powerful blood gems, and hopefully, if I find everything I need with these ones, I will probably go about the process before I end the stream of showing how to access glyph code Chalice Dungeons. Now, when I go about doing that, I will seek out glyph codes of weapons and runes I do not yet have in my possession. So essentially, I will look them up on the Bloodborne Wikipedia, and I will put them in, and then we will basically navigate them and find those particular items. And then basically go from there. Afterwards, I probably will pursue the DLC a little bit more, or I may pursue the Yargul Unseen Village and get ourselves closer to potentially finishing our second game playthrough. As it is known, and I will make it very much known as of now, I have already gotten 2 of the umbilical cords necessary to getting the final ending, the 3rd ending. I've consumed 2 of them. I cannot consume 3. If I consume 3, I will void the 2nd ending, and I will immediately jump to the 3rd ending. Essentially, that is something I need to basically put a remote on. I'll probably find a sticky note somewhere, and I'll put a note on that. You've already taken 2. Don't take the 3rd one. And essentially, that is what you want to do. If you want to get a 2nd ending, essentially in that order, you're going to want to consume 2 umbilical cords, or none. It doesn't really matter, as long as you don't consume 3. And you want to refuse Gurman's sacrifice of you. So when he says he will kill you, tell him, no, you're not. and then you'll have a full boss fight with him, and then you'll get your second ending. I won't tell you what will happen with the second ending because it'll spoil it, but essentially it will be quite morbid and quite, depressing, to say the least. But still, I was very happy with this, and I'm glad we got to finish it without issue this time. So that's all I got for you. Feel free to like and subscribe. Hit the notification bell in the video section so that you can stay up to date on any future live streams and notifications. And if you have any comments or questions in the game, tactics, strategies I would employ, feel free to answer them in the comment section. I'll do my best to answer them to my ability. And that is all I got for you. So I'm going to get the hell off here now, stretch my legs, relax. I'm hot because that was really nerve-wracking, skulking through the dark of that Chalice Dungeon with madmen hidden in the dark like that. So I think I've had my fill for the night. I'm going to get off here, go have a little snack, find a drink, and I will catch you guys tomorrow. This is Savage Squishy 86, and I will see you next time as we continue our second playthrough and live stream coverage of Bloodborne. Have a good night, guys, and I will see you next time.